What's going on? It's Mike. I'm back again with another video. In this video, I'm going to continue from last week when we did the inside. This week we're going to be doing the outside. I'm going to do a wash and then a sealant. Should be an easy one, but the tires are pretty dirty. But the rims ain't bad, but the tires are pretty dirty. So I'm bringing out the hard stuff today. I'm going to be using Vonix Delete, hoping that's going to work pretty good. And then I got some other stuff I'm gonna be using, get the wheel wells cleaned up and the tires cleaned up. So if you like watching detailing videos, product reviews, how-to videos, hit that subscribe button down below. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Just like all the other foaming tires cleaners, when it sits on there and clings, it starts browning. Most of the clinging tire stuff, they all work about the same, but I like the Vonix one. It's cheap. It's around 10, 11 bucks. And then in here I got Brake Buster and Super Clean. And while I let that work, I'm just gonna sit there, spread the wheel wells, get that all working.
All right, Mike, people want to know, what are the worst type of tires that you hate working with?
Hate working with? Oh, the ones that are like 30 spoke tires. I hate working with those. I'd rather not even work with them. They suck because they're hard to get clean. Or even the ones where people come over and they want their car detailed. They've probably never rotated their tires and they want the brake dust gone and it's just caked on there. And you can get it clean. It's gonna take a long time. So hey, I'm gonna show you guys something. Just a little trick I picked up from another guy that I know. His name's Turtle. If you guys want to get to the bottom of the tire without having to roll the car forward, if you got a small brush, you can just go like this on the bottom of the tire. Get to the bottom of the tire without having to roll the car forward. Clean the bottom of that tire right there so you don't have to roll the car forward. And you'll get that part of the tire that you can't get with your brush. Just use a small little easy brush. Then you can come back and you can get the rest of your tire with your brush that you are using. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you guys rotate or roll the car forward? You guys not worry about it, or do you guys already know about that trick? Let me know in the comments down below.
All right, Mike, tires are done. What's next?
Well, time to wash it. That's what I'm gonna do next. I'm gonna use Degreasing shampoo, another product from Vonix, which I think this degreasing shampoo is probably the best, and this is my opinion. It's called Citron. It's the best stripping shampoo there is, and this is my opinion. Let me know what you guys use for stripping shampoo in the comments down below, but this stuff works fantastic. It strips everything. It works great, and it's cheap. Big old bottle here is like 10 bucks, I think.
I saw you only put a little bit in there.
Yeah, I don't need much. Yeah, an ounce or so, maybe two. You don't need very much.
Now, you mentioned stripping shampoo.
Yeah, it's a stripping shampoo, yeah. So if there's any type of wax or any type of, maybe he put any type of like a spray or anything on here, like in between his own washes, I want to take that off. So when I put my stuff on there, I'm going on a bare metal for myself. So I'm just putting on there just in case there's anything on there. I'm taking it off.
All right, Mike. So let's say there's somebody out there who doesn't have access to that brand from Brazil. What's an alternative they could do to strip any protection a vehicle might have?
There's other brands out there.
Or is it just kind of like the clay bar type of stuff?
You only need the clay if the car requires it. You don't have to clay every time. Anything that has, it's a degreasing shampoo, just don't use Dawn dish soap or anything like that, but anything that's a degreasing shampoo, that's what you want to use. Cause Kemi has some, PNS has one. I just like this particular one because of the cost value and it works really good. So if you guys do want to try Citron. You can get it at my store at detaildepot.co, and I ship anywhere in the 48 states and in Puerto Rico. So I'm just feeling here. The car does not feel rough. I don't feel this car needs to be clayed at all. Like I said, the car only needs to be clayed if needed. The car needs to be clayed every time.
What are some signs that the car needs to be clayed?
If it's rough. If you put your hands through here and it's rough, or if it's got like tree sat or anything like that, it needs to be clayed. But I'm going through here. It's pretty smooth. I mean, it's not bad at all. If I put through here and it feels like sandpaper or anything like that, it would have needed it. But it feels pretty good. Hey guys, so I use only 4 mitts to wash a car because I can do 2 sides. I just use 1 bucket. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you guys use the 2 bucket method and 1 mitt? Do you guys use 2 mitts? Or how many mitts do you guys use? I just use 4 mitts, 1 bucket, and that's it. Let me know in the comments down below. What do you guys use?
Hey Mike, so we were just talking about how everybody has their own style, different methods, always trying it out. But what do you guys say about those detailers that feel their way is the right way and everybody else is doing it wrong?
Hey, dude, there's only really one way. The one way to get it done is the customer's happy. If that's the way you want to do it, that's the way to get it done. When that customer leaves, they give you a 5-star rating and they're happy, that's the way you want to get it done. Doesn't matter what anybody else says. If your way works, it works. For me, I use 4 mitts, 1 bucket. When this customer leaves, they're going to be happy. This car's going to look hella good. It works.
There's a lot of detailers that are always questioning, oh man, I'm using the best chemical so the customer's going to appreciate it. How many times has a client ever asked you, hey, what chemical are you using?
The only time somebody ever asked me about a chemical is on the ceramic coating. They've only asked me, what type of coatings do you use? And I tell them I use pro grade coatings, and then I explain to them what the difference is, and that's about it. Other than that, they don't even know the difference between Armor All, Chemical Guys, or PNS. They don't even know. I just tell them I don't use Armor All products, those are a joke. And they don't know. They bring the car in dirty, they leave with the car looking really good.
All right, Mike, so what's the drying process like?
I usually do glass first, just so I can get my microfibers somewhat wet, and then grab my little air compressor, and then go from there, so I can make sure nothing's dripping when the customer leaves. I don't want nothing dripping, drying, and try to get everything that I can, because if I had to do any type of paint correction or anything on this, the last thing I want, or even a coating, is water coming down, dripping away on the car. So even when you open up the door jambs or the windows or the mirrors, if this was a gas, I'm gonna blow it all out and get all the water out of there, so there's nothing dripping out.
Now, what would you say are the most stubborn areas?
The mirrors.
This one's right here?
Those things are stubborn. You can sit there and blow for 5 minutes and then come back 2 minutes later and have a line running down the door. Let me know in the comments down below though, what do you guys do for those mirrors? Because I can sit there and blow on those mirrors for 5 minutes and then come back 2 minutes later and have those lines. What do you guys do in the comments down below? What's your guys' tricks?
All right, Mike, what's next?
All right, so here I'm gonna use, I'm just gonna put a sealant from Turbo Wax. I'm gonna use the paint sealant Extreme. I like using this stuff. It goes on pretty easy. For me, I like doing it easy because I just put it on the pad and it's put on. It takes about 20 minutes while it stays on. So for me, 20 minutes, I get around the whole car. So I'm just gonna apply it on, and then once I apply it on, I'm gonna come back off and take it off. All right, so for my friend Tim, Tim's high gloss detailer, I'm gonna use this to wipe everything off, and I'm gonna use it on the glass. This stuff's great. You can actually go to his website and get this yourself. He's he does phenomenal work. He actually does YouTube himself, details, and makes his own product. Great stuff. So I'll put a plug in for him down below in the comments down below. So I'm gonna use this to wipe everything off, and we'll go from there. And then I'm gonna do the glass as I go around also, and I'll do the tires, and we'll be done. And basically, I'm just doing this just for lubricity to wipe it off. That's all I'm doing it for.
All right, Mike. So we brought the car outside. Why?
Because I just want to double check everything, make sure I got everything cleaned off. It's better for me to see out here because it's I can step back a lot further. I can see things in better angles. Natural sun, you can see things a lot better. Another good thing with this Shine Your Light or Tim's high gloss detailer, even though it's probably high 80s out here, this stuff I can spray it on here, and it's not going to streak when I wipe it. Even in direct sunlight on a hot panel. That's why I like using this. So I just bring this with a towel. If I see anything I miss in any angle that I'm in, I just take my towel, little spray, and I'll just wipe it, call it good. And with this stuff, you can't go wrong.
Got it. So you mentioned something about direct sunlight.
Yeah.
Is there some chemicals, to educate those new detailers, some chemicals that you highly recommend not to use in direct sunlight?
Almost all of them.
Really?
Yeah, almost any water-based product in direct sunlight, when it's this warm, you shouldn't be using direct sunlight. It's gonna be tough on you. And but this stuff here is pretty good. You can use this one in direct sunlight, no problem. I don't know what he uses or how he does it, but it works. The one thing I would recommend though that could help is if you dilute your product, dilute it with distilled water, because distilled water, it doesn't spot on your it doesn't just spot on your car. It doesn't leave water spots or anything like that. It's pretty clean. So I do recommend that if you do dilute your products. So if you guys like watching detailing videos, product reviews, how-to videos, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button down below. In the meantime, I'll see you next week.